What's up, It Girls? It's your girl, Britney Shields, and welcome to the It Girl podcast. My It Girl co-host of the week is the local girl of LA. It's Marta Beatchu.
Ooh, I'm gonna do this.
Ooh.
This is a little thingy, you know, the
Yes,
gay clap.
The little gay clap.
The little gay clap.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I don't know why I went more closer to this, but
that's okay. It's like trying to figure out how to get chew into every sentence.
You know, it just comes out a lot of the time. Sometimes people like send me like text messages saying, "Oh my god, this." I'm like, it's a phenomenon.
It's got to be like hard to like keep that up like all the time. But you probably have so many sentences now at this point that you can just fit it in.
Text wise, yes. When I talk on certain things, I have to be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to say chew." Like, how you doing? Chew doing great. You know, all these things.
All these things.
Yeah.
Now, you are known as the local girl of Los Angeles and West Hollywood. You know, there's a lot of talk about, you know, the local girl in terms of it being being referenced on Drag Race, of course. Can you talk to me a little bit of like what the pride behind being a local girl?
Well, I mean, I've been a local girl for 12 years, you know, and the thing with the local girl was that I took something that people made like fun of or thought less than, and I made it into something positive. Because I was like, there's nothing wrong with being a local girl. Yeah. Like a lot of the local girls make more money than a lot of other people who move on to other things. Yeah. And eventually everyone comes back to being a local girl.
Exactly.
It's
especially
true.
like now, like with the recession economy and everything. Like
and there's nothing bad because like, you know, there's a difference between being a local girl and then like being like a TV girl or being like a film girl or a commercial girl or like, you know, a model. Like there are all sorts of like venues and like that there's so much more. I just take more pride in being a local girl.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely.
It's where I started.
Well, and also it's just like it's when you're here on the strip like every day doing the gigs, like these people become your friends, your family, your coworkers. Yeah. Like it's like a really sort of tight network. And of course, like one of your most iconic looks from last year was this look.
Yeah, it was this. Yes. The skirt's missing because it's in two pieces and I'm sitting down.
Yeah, so tell the people who are just listening. Some people are just listening.
So for the Queerty Awards this year, I wanted to go with like a look that was like a paper doll. So I had my drag daughter Cecilia make me this paper doll dress that said local girl. So it looked like if it was like one of those do you remember those dolls that you could put like little clothes on that was like made out of paper and you would fold it? Yes. So that was the inspiration for it. It was like very like, you remember when Milk did that talent show for All Stars? He kind of had like a lot of magnet pieces. Right, magnet pieces. So it was sort of like that, but I wanted it to be more cartoonish, black and white, checkered, because you know checkered is my favorite color.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. It's a pattern, but but I say it's my favorite. It's a pattern, but it's my favorite.
It's your favorite color. It's a pattern, but it's your favorite color.
I know it's a pattern, but it's my favorite color.
And of course, Cecilia is performing tonight. We're filming on the night of the Real It Girls of West Hollywood.
Yes, I'm excited.
I know she's gonna be a contestant.
I'm excited for it. I love all the girls in it, but I'm rooting for my daughter.
Of course.
You know, I love her so much.
Yeah. Can you tell me like how did you form that connection and like what is it that you look for in a daughter?
You know what? Well, this is my second daughter. Okay. Meatball is my first daughter.
Yes.
You know, and Cecilia just came around and she was at brunch at Annie's brunch when she had it at the Pally House. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And Ray was there and Cecilia was there and just like supporting, like helping out backstage. And like we kind of clicked there. They just moved over like from the Bay Area or they were just making their rounds here. And it didn't click there yet. But I was like, okay, but like I could tell there was something there. And then every one of her sisters was getting like snatched. So she was like the last one.
Oh, the last
but like, yeah, but it wasn't like a bad thing. It was just like, you know, I don't, when I think of a drag daughter, I don't think of like, oh, I'm gonna like tutor them. I'm gonna show them all this stuff. I let them learn. Yeah. I'm there for guidance. I'm there for like if you have a question about something, let me listen to it, like a mix or something or like an idea. We can like what is that word? When you like when you play around with things and you're like there's this
you like toss it around or
oh we'll come back to that word.
We'll come back to that
but
word.
it was just like I was like, something clicked at some point, and I would always tell her, before I said, "You're gonna be my daughter," like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be my daughter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would tell her when she'd perform, I'm like, the scouts are watching, and I was a scout because I would go to the shows and just like watch, be like, oh, what are they doing? And like every time I'd
Yeah.
see her, like it was just fun. She was just having a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it just reminded me of like when I first started, and I had so much fun, like, and it was just a different time when I started 12 years ago.
Yeah, talk to
Like
me about how has it changed over 12 years
a
the most?
lot of it has changed. Like
Yeah.
it was not a lot. There was certain types of drag.
Mm-hmm.
It was very old school drag. It was very like female impersonation.
Mm.
There wasn't a lot of campy queens when I started.
Right.
There was, but I would say that the title that they gave me was the costume queen. So every time they would book me at the Abbey for lip service for Andy,
Yeah.
Santiago, which was the first competition I did
Okay.
in WeHo.
Yeah. I can't believe it's still going on. It's
Yeah, but it was
crazy,
the one
but yeah.
I competed. That was the first one I did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't win, but I would always make it to top 3, top 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
and that was like a motivation because I was like the campy queen. Like I was very costume. Like I would do I would do Cookie Monster. I would
Yes.
do my first performance was Drew Barrymore in Scream. And then my second one was The Bride of Frankenstein. Because
Right.
when I first started, I molded myself after the scream queens of the past, like Jamie
Mm.
Lee Curtis from Halloween, like
Mm-hmm.
Tippi Hedren from The Birds,
Mm-hmm.
and all those iconic scream queens, like the
Yeah.
ones who end up dying.
Right, right,
You
right,
know,
right, right.
so that was like my drag when I first started, and then I just started evolving and changing it up, and now this is me.
Yeah, amazing. So you're excited for Halloween then? You're a big Halloween girl?
I mean, I am, but I'm not. Like, I'm not the Halloween girl. Like, I feel like I put on a costume every time I'm in drag. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
different persona. It's not me. It's just like over exaggerated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I've done like Reagan from The Exorcist. And I've done like the Black Dahlia.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
done
I mean,
all
at this point, you've been in. I mean, I just saw the Buffy show that you
Yeah.
did, like with Icon Lewis.
I love
Like that was.
Icon.
I love
I
Icon.
love
She's also in the show.
I
But
know. I'm obsessed with Icon.
I think everybody is. I think she's really like a miscongeniality, like of the like scene right now. Like, there's
Yes.
just nobody that has anything bad to say about her. And
Right.
she's just like so
She's just
unbelievably
fun. She's just
kind.
fun. She's creative.
Yeah.
Like she's there to put on a show and like have a good time. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Regardless of like whatever the outcome is.
Yeah.
And like she has no ego about it. I
No.
know I look up to her so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it because she's tall?
because she's tall.
Because she's tall.
Yeah.
I look up to her too because
Yeah,
she's tall.
'cause she's tall. Exactly. Exactly. Now, how
Yeah.
would you say that I mean, being in the scene for like 12 years,
Yes.
what do you attribute like your own longevity to? Like, I mean, this is tough. This is like a
Yeah.
tough grind. I've only been doing it 3 years, but like this is like, yeah, it's hard.
Well, like for when I first started, there was only a few places you could do drag. You could either do it at Mickey's
Mm.
if you did Showgirls, or you could only do it at the Abbey if you were doing lip service. And then you would do the competition. So those were the only 2 venues that were really, when I first started, the
Yeah.
only places that you could do drag. Other places had it, like Rage, which is now Beaches Tropicana.
Right.
But there was the competitions to do was lip service or Project Drag,
Yeah.
which were the 2 competitions I did.
Right.
So that's where I started. I think people just like enjoyed me. I was something different. I was something fresh.
Mhm.
I remember the first time I competed at the Abbey, like it was my first time doing drag in West Hollywood. I had did a competition before that. I placed last, and it was
Mhm.
a sober competition, and I was like,
A
oh,
sober competition. What does
yeah,
that mean?
so I'm sober.
Yeah.
I'm 13 going on 14 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And there was a competition of like an AA convention,
Mhm.
and there was just a drag pageant, but it was just with sober people.
Mm.
So I wanted to do it, and that's where Marta, came to life, the scream queen, as I would say, and I
Mm.
placed last, and I was like, you know what? I can do this. I think I can do this. So let me try. let me try and do it at these other venues, and I did, and I won my rounds. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like,
Mm.
let's do this. But I remember the first time I did the competition at the Abbey, I came in with a shake and go wig.
Mhm.
I had like a sweater from Ross. I was dressed as Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
nobody in backstage paid attention to me. They were all like, they've been doing this for a long time.
Right.
Like, no one said hi to me. I was there with like, I used to work at gym bar. So,
okay.
Yeah. So,
the old gym bar.
So they would come and support me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I had other friends who were there to support me. And the moment I like set my foot on stage and I did my comedy stuff with Scream, like everyone lost it. Even, everybody, even backstage, they came out to see why the crowd was going so wild. And I remember Melissa B. Fierce, because one of her daughters was in the competition. Yeah. She came out to me afterwards and said, "You're a fucking entertainer."
Amazing.
And so I was like, okay. And then, I think my longevity is just, I'm very professional when it comes to going to the gigs or promoting, showing up on time, bringing what you asked me to. And I think that's helped me. And also, I also make a joke because I'm so old that it's just grandfathered in. You
have to book me.
That people are just like, we're going to have you. But also, I feel like it speaks volumes because people book me because I think that they enjoy me in the dressing room. Like, it's not just about like performing and stuff. I think the environment backstage.
Oh, it's equally important.
Like, they have fun. Like, they have fun with me. Like, I'm a good time gal.
Yeah,
I am.
I know that about you.
I know, I know others want to say, different things about me, and they think I'm some sort of way, and I can be,
Well, I was gonna say, you recently just had a birthday.
Yes.
And you used to.
I used
to post these rants on Instagram where you would tear into some situation or somebody. The way that when I read these rants that I would clutch my pearls and be like, Brittany, what the fuck did you do? Like, and I'd be like thinking it was about me, and I'd be like, Brittany, you literally did not interact with Marta at all. Like, this is not about, but the way that like I would read them and just be like scared shitless. You've since since the birthday, you've been very good.
I've stopped.
Yeah, you stopped. Was there a reason, or like
it wasn't much? I don't think it was a rant. I felt it was like no. But like people took it that way, and they still take it that way. They're like, "Oh, you're ranting. You're like complaining about something."
How would you describe it?
Just speaking my truth. Like a lot of people use social media for certain things, and I would always just say what's on my mind or what happened. And the thing is that people didn't see the DMs that would come through Instagram of people saying, I've had the same experience. This person's doing the same thing, blah, blah, blah. So it was like a lot of younger queens would reach out to me and be like, I understand what you're saying. Like, this doesn't just happen in like my community, but it also happens in other communities all over the world.
Right. Yeah.
So for me, it was a way to express the voice that a lot of people who are scared to like vocalize what's going on because they're afraid that no one's gonna book them, no one's gonna do this.
Well,
blah, blah,
especially when you're new, you don't want to like ruffle too many feathers or like
And I've ruffled all the feathers, But it's
that's what's so amazing is it's like to be in this for 12 years and like to.
But I don't do it with malintent. Like I've always people are like, well, who's this about? I'm like, I don't talk to them. Yeah. Like. It is for people to know that this is happening. Like I was always an open book on Instagram. And then it just took me like this time around to be like, you know what? I don't have to do that. I don't have to rant. Like maybe it's time to step back and let other people do the ranting.
Yeah, well, I've been in that position as well, differently. I wouldn't say I'm as vocal, but in certain work situations or even in my family, like, when you become the mouthpiece, other people hide behind you.
Right.
And then you're the one that ends up taking all the flack when, like, you're speaking for a bunch of people, but, like, those people don't back you up and then you're catching all the heat. Like,
right. And I think that's just
you have to learn.
I think that's just how I am. That's how I've always been, even as a kid. Yeah. Like, growing up. Okay. Like, in
Virginia?
Yeah, in Virginia, Arlington, VA. I would say I was a black sheep in my family. And so I would always take heat for things that happened. Like just even like not so much when I was a kid or a teenager. It was more like during the pandemic and stuff. Like it happened.
Really?
Like just
for what reason?
To like So my dad passed away during COVID because of COVID.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. And he made me his power of attorney, which I didn't know. So I had so I had so much responsibility.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what I would do with that.
Well, and I was like, you know, I have an older sister. I was like, maybe, you know, I thought my older sister would be the power of attorney. And I was like, it was me. I'm like the baby. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, my dad trusted me and loved me so much that he knew that I would make the right decisions if and when time would, came. So, you know, things happen. And let's just say that I don't talk to that side of the family anymore.
Dang.
I only talk to my mom, my sister, and that immediate family.
Yeah, I know that can oftentimes, like, funerals can be like a breaking point for a lot of families.
Yeah, and it was crazy. The things that I was accused of and all this stuff, like, you know, I think it's made me who I am, and that's why I'm so vocal, because it's like, fine, you want to blame someone, blame me, but it's not my fault. Like, there's a lot going on, and, you know, there's more serious things to talk about. But if you want to make me the villain or whatever, go ahead. You need to point it at someone. Go ahead. I have a backbone that I can be like, go ahead. Right. Sure, Jan. You know? like go ahead. Yeah. Do your best.
Well, and 2020 was such a hard year anyway. Yeah. Like, we're all communicating virtually for the most part.
It was crazy. Everyone was just going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my relationships deteriorated during that time as well. And it was like, you know, it's just, that's what happens when we're all like locked inside for like way too long.
It does. Like, I went back to Virginia for 3 months to take care of that because my dad passed away. So I was there when he was in the hospital, and then until he passed, and then I stayed there to be with my family, and then just, you know, and then I came back, and I mean, things were different. Yeah, things are different.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I'm proud of you for getting through it, and you have such a strong character. I'm not surprised.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, also, I just don't tolerate bullshit. It's just my thing. Like, I can, but I don't have to. I don't have to anymore. I'm too old to be playing these like high school games. Like, even now, and I think that's what the rant was. Right. It was more like people were just
stepping
like
back. I was just
stepping away because I'm like, I don't have to give my power to that many people. You know what? I'll keep things to myself. Yeah. And the one thing I will say is that if it ever comes to something that's very serious and very like a judgment of my character, I will say something personally. Yeah. I am not one to front. Like, if I have an issue with you and we don't talk, like, I can have a conversation with you. You don't have to like me, but I can have a conversation with you, and we can either squash it. You can yell at me. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to react to that in the way that you want me to. Yeah. You know, and that's what I take pride of myself, being such a strong person. And I think that's what helped me as my drag persona. Yeah. Like, I'm very like, as a boy, I'm like reserved. I can be funny.
Well, I was gonna say that about you too. Know? I was like, I think more than like most people, your dichotomy between male and female is like crazy. Yeah, the range is wild. Like, seeing you out of this is like the most masculine presenting, like. Yeah, like you're saying, quiet, reserved, like
quiet,
just like
reserved.
you're such a you're such a TO. You're always like doing the finger the finger games, and like, you know, all of trying to get me to fall for it.
Yeah, it's like it's just funny stuff to me, and it's also like, I think that's what I love about our community is that I can just go out and have a good time. And, you know, the one thing I do take pride, especially about being a local girl, is that I challenge you, Britney, to find another queen that has gone to every show in West Hollywood, in downtown, when they're not working, when they're not getting paid, when they're not trying to look for a booking, that goes out and tips every time. Like, imagine doing that for 12 years. Like, how much money I've spent tipping my fellow sisters or up and coming queens, because I love watching people perform and do what they love. It's very fascinating. Like, sometimes I'm like I'm like, I wish I would have like stretched back when I was in my 20s so I could do all these things, you know? Yeah. But absolutely. Like I said, I don't think, and this is not like coming for anybody. I'm just saying, but me, I love going to drag shows. I love supporting local drag. Even when I'm back home in DC, I'll go see a show or anywhere. But I don't think there's another queen that has gone to as many drag shows as I have.
Yeah. I think people have learned that from you.
Yeah.
Like I know Barbara Please came to one of my shows and like she said something similar to that of like I was like I can't believe you came. She was like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I come to support other people's shows. That's what you're supposed to do. And it was
Yeah.
like it was a real click for me
Yeah.
because I never had like realized like, yeah, that's the polite thing to do of
Yeah.
being like, if I'm gonna ask other people to come to my shows,
Yeah.
I need to show up at other people's. And I mean that's amazing to go to as many as you
Yeah.
as
And
you
I think that's why me and Cecilia click.
Yeah.
Because she does that too. She goes, supports the shows when she's not working, and she'll help out behind the scenes. Like if we need something, like she'll help without like a beat. Like she'll be like, what do you need? What do you need? I'll help you. Even when she's in drag and like we're backstage, like she'll help like comb my hair or like help me lay down a lace because it's like falling because I'm sweaty.
Yeah.
But like I think that's what I love about her is that I see that part of me supporting everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's, you know, I think that's why she's a perfect match with me because I like to mentor her. Like I said, when I first started, I didn't have anyone to guide me.
Yeah.
I was trial and error, makeup trial and error, mixes. I had people help me here and there. But now I'm like,
you figured it out.
I did, but I'm still not, even though I've been doing drag for such a long time, I'm not afraid to ask for help still.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll see someone do something with their makeup. I'm like, oh, how did you get that? What are you using? What product are you using? What's the best red lip for this? You know, like, and they help me.
Absolutely.
Like I don't shy away from asking for help.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're also, I mean, you definitely you extend the branch to other people as well. And we were talking a little bit before, you had your own show called Beaches Bayou.
Yes.
I was gonna say Barta's Bayou.
Barta's Bayou. Yes.
Beaches. Yeah. Wake that up. Wake that up.
It's a mouthful. Beaches Bayou.
No, Beaches Bayou, and you would have an It Girl of the Week.
Yeah.
Every week, and you were telling me a little bit about the term It Girl as well.
Yeah. I mean,
can you talk a little bit about that? Because obviously it's not. I mean, you know, doing the It Girl podcast, it's not like a.
I think it's changed. The word has changed and the meaning has changed. Like I remember, like again, I would do my shows in downtown Los Angeles at this place called The Little Easy. It was a straight venue. My friend owned the bar. They wanted to do a drag show. I did it. They had fun, so we did it for like a weekly every Sunday.
Yeah.
And then, you know, at that time, budget wasn't great. So I had to figure out how I could have more people have more volume of their friends coming to support the show, and then figuring out what I can do. So I came up with the term It Girl of the Week for someone who would do a tip spot. That way it wasn't just like a tip spot or a spotlight. I was like, we're going to focus on this person, be like, tell us about you, where you came from, like, what did you do? And it was a lot of exposure drag that came and were the It Girls.
Yeah.
And there were so many, like Meatball was one, Pinche. There was a lot of people that were It Girls that have a career.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just tip spot.
Totally.
You know?
Well, and that's what I'm hoping to do with this show as well. Like I want to have a show on the biggest stage in West Hollywood and to give a platform to like, you know, my sisters and like to others in the community.
And that's what's great about you. And I think, you know, we've started to get to know each other a little bit more and we've seen each other out a little bit more. You know, and I feel like people are like, oh, you know, Britney has this podcast called The It Girl, you know, like, and that has such a different meaning to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
they're like, and like some people, like, no disrespect, they're like, well, who's Britney? Like, you know, like, you know,
exactly.
And the thing is, an It Girl can be anyone, but it's about starting a conversation, and it's about keeping that conversation going on, which isn't like, you're not just saying I'm an It Girl, I look good like this. You actually are talking about topics and different things that are relevant within the world.
Exactly. It's the concept of the It Girl.
So it is not just you or someone saying, oh, you're the It Girl, because an It Girl to me is someone that Hollywood and everyone wants them to be a part of, like their movie, like the rising, you know, the film industry, you know, creates people and builds them up to be this hyped person, and that's what an It Girl is in the film industry. But you're taking it in the context of your discussion is the it girl.
Yeah.
It is the whatever like political climate is the it girl. This is what we're talking about, because an it girl is someone that everyone keeps talking about.
Exactly.
It's not just a person.
Exactly. And I mean, for the show, like, I recognize how important titles are,
Yeah.
and like, I just think it's an easy way for me to like lift up other people, to be like,
Of course,
you are like, everybody comes. What I think is so fascinating about Los Angeles and West Hollywood in particular is like the way that this dream, you know, brings so many people out here.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Exactly. Like, we all want to live a life that is meaningful and important, and we all like chase this like sort of it girl fantasy of like, I want to be, you know, remembered.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's everyone's dream to at least leave a legacy
of some sort.
Yeah, it doesn't
especially
matter.
for people who come here. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
everyone comes to LA to
Mhm.
find fame, and it's just like people go to DC to be politicians.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
people go to New York to be on Broadway.
Mhm.
Like, there's so many different states that you go there for the hopes of this, and many people accomplish it. Many people do some of it, and then some people are really like, well, it didn't work out for me.
Exactly.
And that's the truth.
Exactly.
You know, it's not like, it's just reality.
Exactly.
You know, but as long as you're happy wherever you are, I think that's great.
Okay, so now we're going to get to our it girl of the week. This is, as we were just saying, somebody that everybody is talking about, who is sort of top of the tongue, you know, on the social media feeds and everything like that. So we're going to guess on the count of 3. Oh, wait, before we get into that, I always forget this part. Please like and subscribe to the podcast. Help a girl out, you know.
Help it. Help the it
wake
girls.
It up.
Wake it up. Wake it up. Wake it up.
Wake it up for the it girl. Absolutely. Okay, so now let's get to our it girls.
Okay.
Are you ready, Marta?
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, and say it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Bad
Diane
Bunny.
Keaton. Oh, great one. Really good
yours
one.
too.
Yeah. So Diane Keaton, unfortunately, just passed away.
I know. An icon.
An icon. And I think I had no idea that she was 79, first of all. I don't think anybody really knew that she was sick. They haven't released the cause of death or anything yet. I think for a lot of people, from what I'm seeing, it's a real, anytime a celebrity like that dies, who you feel this sort of like personal connection with.
Of course.
It's like you sort of reevaluate your own mortality.
Of course.
And like thinking like, oh my gosh, if that person can go away, like, you know.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's just the fact, like, death is part of life. You know, and you know, she was such an icon. I mean, I remember her from like Look Who's Talking Too. You know, everyone knows her from First Wives Club.
Yes.
You know, and it's just like, these are people that also I loved watching films and watching. Such a great actress.
Yeah.
Such a great actress.
And she has such a, you know, there's obviously different styles of acting.
Yes.
You know, like some people are into like being sort of like method-y and sort of, I can be whatever. But she was so good at that sort of vulnerable, endearing, like can't take your eyes off of her, rom-com, just like superstar.
True talent.
I also think just like for that class of women who, you know, broke boundaries in terms of age and like the types of women we were allowed to see on film, and like that people would go to the theaters for and be like, no, we love this woman, we're gonna support her at the box office. You know,
I mean, every like person knows the First Wives Club. Like, it was just like an iconic movie. No matter how old you are, like you watch it and it's like, oh my god, this is wild.
I know. We put it on the other night, and it's just like, and I miss movies like that. Like, I mean, we haven't. They're trying. I feel like Sydney Sweeney had like a rom-com or something that they tried to make happen, but like, but it didn't quite. I don't know if I'm just too old or like, but like, too old. What am I talking about? Diane Keaton was in all these, and they're fantastic.
Yes.
So,
I think it's the quality of the film.
It's the quality, right?
I don't think it's the quantity. I think it's the quality. I feel like every once in a while, like, there comes a movie that like changes everything, you know, and it changes and it does a lot for people's careers. Yeah. And actresses who are timeless.
Absolutely.
You know, and people who are like, you know, good people, and people are like, they're respected by their community. And I think that's what shows with her passing, is that so many people are mourning it. Like that's my feed too. Like, people are like, all these celebrities that I follow and all this stuff, like even people that I like who aren't celebrities, who are just my friends, who are like, oh, rest in peace, like rest in power. Like it's just like all these people are speaking about her, in all the films.
Absolutely.
And I think that's part of the industry, is leaving a legacy.
And her group of women too. Like I think they really they were like, we are not going to let the media pit us against each other.
Yes.
Like Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, like all those women. I think they were like, no, we are girlfriends.
Yeah,
like,
but they also have lived so much that they have experience. So they've gone through their like the teens and 20s. They've done that, and their life was more public, and they didn't have social media as like we do now, where everything can be just like a rant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like I said, she will be missed, like
absolutely
an actress. Timeless.
Well, I'm so happy you brought up Bad Bunny, because I had been feeling like, I was like, he's been such a big part of the conversation. Big part. Go ahead and speak on it.
Yeah, I feel like they are the it girl because there's so much controversy for no reason.
Absolutely.
So much controversy for no reason. Isn't it
funny? It's controversy for existing.
Exactly, but
I think we can relate to.
But it is wild to me because so many people are making this big discussion that he's doing the halftime show in Spanish. It's like
I love it.
Yes,
piss him off.
Yeah,
piss him off. I love it.
I forget the name of that person, but I remember when they were like, "Oh, Puerto Rico is not from the United States," and the girl clapped back. Do you know the clip I'm talking about?
Is it Tommy Loren? I think it is Tommy Loren.
It's one of those.
It is one of those white girls.
One of those white girls.
One of those
white girls. One of those Karens.
Not one of me, but
and someone's like, Puerto Rico is part of the United States, honey. You remember?
That was
that
so
one
good.
I was like,
that was such a. Good, I was deer. Like, no, she said deer.
Yes, deer. That's what it was. I thought
that was so good
because it's true.
Yeah,
it's like you.
Well, even the president of the United States said he was gonna talk to the president of Puerto Rico. I was like,
that is. It is what it is. But I love and I live that Bad Bunny's having fun, and he's gonna.
Well, he always does.
Yeah, he's gonna make a point. He's making a point, and he's using his platform. Is what I love the most.
Absolutely,
is that they're not just a musician, they're not just an artist, but they're also representing Puerto Rico, and they're also representing Latinos, and especially in this political climate, like it is very important. And it's just like, it's like a slap to the face.
What is of them?
Yeah, of like him,
having Bad Bunny.
Yeah, because it's like, what, here you have ICE, you're doing all this stuff, you're like deporting people. And it's like, well, I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna perform at the Super Bowl in Spanish, where everyone gets to see it.
Absolutely. And he's like the most streamed artist for 5 years in a row.
Yes, it's exactly. And he's like I don't know if you listen to Spanish music, but like there's something about Spanish music and Spanish drag that is just hits different. And like his songs, like it's so powerful. Yeah. Especially if you like listen to it. Like it's hard to translate it.
He's infectious. Yes. Like there's no denying him.
And I love it because his fashion is very just very drag. Yeah. Very like he's not scared to be feminine.
Absolutely. And that's I know he came out the gates kind of swinging like that.
And I think I love that because like growing up Latino, like everyone's, you're supposed to be like macho, you're supposed to be like this sort of type, and like him just being like what most popular artist, and to just come out and just say, I'm gonna wear whatever I want. If I want to wear a dress, I'll wear a dress. If I want to do a music video and me in drag, I'll do it.
Right.
And you know what? I can't wait for the Super Bowl to watch that halftime show.
I know. Do you think so? I just saw that they're gonna Turning Point USA is gonna have their rival halftime show. Did you hear about that?
No.
They're gonna be putting that on. Oh. And I would love, just knowing what Bad Bunny's numbers are already, I would just love if Bad Bunny's numbers just blew them out of the water. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for.
It has to. It's going to.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's going to. It's made such an impact now that people are just they continue talking about it. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I also think just like talking about a little bit about the politics of it all, I think for a while, quote unquote woke culture was sort of seen as like the wet blanket, like you can't say that, you can't do that, you can't be this, you can't do that, like
Right.
and now we're the cool kids again.
Yeah.
Like we get to be the cool kids that are like, no, fuck authority,
Yeah.
fuck like this administration, like let's wake it the fuck up, let's be who we want, let's dance in the street, let's protest.
Well, that's what you need. You need
Yeah.
to make some, like, you need to like make some noise. You need to make some noise, because if you don't, it's gonna show the authorities and like everything that we're gonna just sit back and take it.
Yeah.
You know, there's always been in certain decades and times that we have to fight for our voice, whether it is like whatever reason it is, we have to continue making sure that our voices are heard, and the louder the better.
Yeah.
You know,
we can't shut up.
No, we can't. Not, especially not now. There's so much stuff happening in the world that it's like, I sometimes am like, am I in a fever dream? Because I'm like, is this really happening?
I know.
I'm like,
how is it okay for people with no badges, no uniform, like, just to pounce people, arrest them, and throw them?
It
like,
doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, like if they're not following the rules, I don't know why we should.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And if the president is not following the laws,
then why should we?
Why should we?
Yeah.
Like, then they mean nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see the tweet that, because like Chappell Roan just did a concert,
right, yes,
and said fuck ICE,
yes,
and they responded or whatever and said, we're arresting the pedophiles in the street. And it's like, no, the pedophiles are in the White House.
Exactly.
Like, they are in, the call is coming from inside the
literal
White House. Exactly. Inside the White House. Like, yeah, it
just goes with like,
release the Epstein files again.
Like dictatorship.
Yeah.
You know, they're just trying to like bury all these things in the closet, not realizing that one day all the skeletons in the closet are going to come out.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, fuck.
And they're going to face the music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And all the people who are supporting him, have supported him.
Yeah.
You're going to have egg on your face.
Exactly.
Like, and wake up sooner rather than later, I say, because like
join our side.
Join our side.
Because it's going to get ugly.
It has gotten ugly.
It's going to get uglier.
It's going to get uglier.
If we do not like vocalize and continue
yeah.
making sure that people are aware of what's happening.
And there's a lot that we don't know about yet that is happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I saw this one, I think it was like a TikTok or an Instagram where like ICE was detaining an immigrant, and like it was a long video, but everybody around them like was like telling them to not, and they finally let that guy go. Like ICE like let go, and they were saying like, see, with power and volume and making your voice heard, you can make a difference.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what needs to be done. It
Speak
needs to
on
be
that.
done. It needs to be done.
Speak on that.
It needs to be done because it's not correct. You know, and if people want to be like, we're doing everything by the book, well, do things by the book, but you can't like discriminate a certain race that it is not doing anything of harm.
I know. Well, then you see people like Kristi Noem being like, you know, when a reporter will ask like,
yes.
hey, like a lot of people feel targeted because of the color of their skin. Don't say that. You can't. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. And they think that they can just tell people to stop saying what their experience is, exactly. And then it will go away.
Yeah, and it won't.
And we won't.
No,
especially us.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how it's gonna work, mama.
That's not how it works at all.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Crazy.
But you know what? We're gonna watch the Super Bowl.
We're gonna watch the Super Bowl.
Y'all better watch the Super Bowl. You got it.
Watch the Super Bowl.
Watch the Super Bowl.
Tune in. I'll be tuning in.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Chew better tune in.
Chew better tune in.
Amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna get to our niche girls of the week. So these are people who are trending specifically in our timelines or in just the queer community's timeline that maybe not everybody knows about. Do you have any niche? And we can talk about as many as we want. But do you have anyone?
I mean, I had one in mind because like I feel like when I ever open my like Instagram or TikTok, it's all that's being fed to me, and I'm like, okay, so should I say it?
Yeah, say it. Okay, say it.
So it's Demi Lovato.
Yes,
because she's all over my timeline. She's all over my timeline. You know, she was recently at the Abbey.
Yes.
You know, there's a bunch of people who released like the album, like the song, the
track list,
they did it. Like Cesilia was
one of the,
cute.
Yeah, I know Cesilia was one of the, which is, I mean, like part of pop culture history.
Cesilia was there, Nyx was on it, and Ayana Shaw.
Yeah,
like,
which by the way is so crazy because my niche girl was going to be that MISTR party.
Oh, yeah,
like that MISTR party where they did the release. I was like, everybody was there.
Yeah.
It was such a scene, and it just sort of like came out of nowhere. But like, I mean, keep talking about Demi, but I want to talk about that party.
But
too.
I feel like, I mean, I'm not like a huge Demi fan.
Mm-hmm.
I am like a Demi fan of like Cool for the Summer.
Yeah.
You know, I love that song. You know, people know her from like Camp Rock. I know her from like, what is that show, that Disney show, the Sunny one? Do you remember?
Sunny with a Chance?
Yes, that one. Like I watched a few episodes, but I'm not like a hardcore like Demi fan.
I'm ready for this album. I mean,
you know
all
what? I am liking the songs that are coming out.
The songs are good.
It's like whatever is happening with her, great.
Yeah.
Great. Like this is the album that I'm excited to listen to.
Yeah.
Like
it's very hyper pop. It's very
sexual.
Yeah.
You know, and I think she's always been that way. I mean, like with Cool for the Summer, it was like a gay anthem for everybody. It still is. People like, you know, and like I don't know if you saw the newest video or listened to the one that she just released, Kiss.
Kiss, yes.
Yeah, like that. Did you watch the video?
I haven't seen the video yet.
Oh my god, it's like everyone's just making out. Like that should have been the song of the summer. Like
recession pop. Like I was just taught about recession pop. Have you heard about recession pop? It's basically like how like in 2007, 2008, like it was all like Kesha bangers.
Yes.
Like it was all just like party pop because the economy was such shit that everybody was like, okay, let's just fucking party. Like let's get to the club and let's just party. So people are saying that now is like the era of recession pop. So,
okay, I can see that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, especially with Demi.
Yeah,
like she's had so much controversy with her and then not
over the years.
Yeah, and there's been so much stuff with her, you know, being like,
but she's always owned up to it. Like she's always been like, and you have to appreciate that too as someone who's sober. I mean, like she has like that full docu-series that she did and everything like that, of just owning up to like
everything,
you know, everything, which is like so in front of the world.
But it, again, they are using their platform to spread awareness of certain issues that might not be talked about or like discussed, or like just showing that even celebrities go through life and they go through these things and they get through it or they don't. This is how they handle it. They learn from their mistakes. But like I'm saying, like this album, it's like there's something going on and I'm living for it. Because I'm hitting the mark. It is certain, like I said, Kiss or any of these songs that just released should have been songs of the summer.
Absolutely. Well, I said in my episode with Annie last week, I was like, I think a lot of people were gun shy this summer because Brat was such a
moment.
It was such a moment, and it just like it was a juggernaut album last summer, and so I think a lot of people were like nervous this summer to release something. Like music never really popped off this summer, but now it's like the picture is sort of coming together. Even albums that did release during the summer or right before the summer are like suddenly popping right now for me for whatever reason.
It's just like people are like discovering it and they're like, oh wait, what happened to this song? What happened to this artist? Let's listen to this. You know, everyone's tried to do something, and I feel like the 3 songs that Demi has put out, I'm living. And a lot of pop girlies have done it, and they like release like 1 or 2 songs. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a bop. But the rest of the album's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so
you know,
excited for the album.
Yeah. I think she just announced today too that she has like she's performing live at the Palladium on the 25th, and like tickets were on sale at like 2:00. That's what I'm saying. My feed was like, people were like, I didn't get tickets, I'm in the queue. I'm like she's like, I'm so excited, I'm gonna be performing in LA, and everything, TikTok, like the MISTR party, like everything's just like Demi. I'm like, even like my like Twitter feed is like old interviews of her talking about like there was an interview today, it came on my timeline when like one of the reporters was trying to get her to talk bad about Miley, and she's like, that's my best friend. That's my like, she was protecting her. She said, I will defend her. And I was like, you know what, slay. Well, and it's interesting too, because I think like technically you might think of Demi as being an it girl, but I think that there are some pop icons that become niche girls for us, because I think she's blowing up for us, but I don't know if she's blowing up for everybody else, you know? Correct. I understand. I know what you're saying.
Kind of like how with Padam Padam, Kylie Minogue, like I think it was huge for the gay community. But like I talked to other people, I would talk to straight people, and they had no idea that the song existed.
I feel like Demi has that like influence. So I feel like, yes, she has us gays like, yes, diva,
Yeah,
yes, keep kissing everybody, let's all make out.
Yeah.
Like I made a joke the other day. I'm like, have you guys heard the Kiss song from Demi? They're like, no. I'm like, you know what, Mono's gonna come back. Because everyone's gonna be wanting kissing. Everyone's like kissing. Do you remember Mono?
I was thinking Mono like
no.
I was like,
look at you being bilingual.
Look at me.
Duolingo sponsors.
Listen, I'm getting ready for Bad Bunny.
You are getting, like you said, they have time for you to learn.
4 months.
Yes,
4 months.
you have time to learn Spanish.
I know. Yo puedo hablar español un poquito.
See, I mean, you're just gonna, like, back to the Super Bowl. People are just gonna watch it and they're just gonna love the culture. And I'm pretty sure that he has something planned that's gonna be like,
out
of this world. You know,
he is a performer, like full concept. Like,
wait, wasn't it like, I think they talked about, didn't they say that like maybe a girl was gonna perform? Did you see that little thing?
Did they?
Wasn't it? I think it was this.
I did not
could be wrong. Like,
say who maybe a girl is for people.
Preface
who don't
the
know.
thing, because I'm old, so I'm like my times and my things might get mixed up. But I could have sworn that it was maybe, or someone posted that Fox News or someone said, well, I hear they're gonna have maybe a girl.
She did post
right?
This. She did post this.
That they were gonna.
You woke it up for me.
Yeah, that they were gonna perform on the Super Bowl, and everyone's like, Bad Bunny, get maybe a girl.
Get maybe a girl.
I was like,
that would be so cunty. I would love that if maybe a girl like popped up and just like made a little 1-2.
Yeah,
did a little 1-2 step on the stage. That would be so funny. That would be.
And then Demi Lovato comes out.
Yes.
And everyone's just kissing.
And everybody's just kissing.
Yeah,
and then
kissing.
Jennifer Lopez. Which actually, speaking of, one of my friends, Tonatiuh, is in Kiss of a Spider Woman with Jennifer Lopez, which just released in theaters this past weekend. So everybody go see it.
I do want to go see it because, little tidbit.
Tell me.
I auditioned for that role.
You did?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember. And I'm not like a singer, but that audition, I warmed my voice up. I had to do a self-tape, and I was singing. So whoever lived above me was like hearing me sing for this, but I was like, I'm excited to see this movie.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm so excited for him. Yes. And like, it's just so wild to see someone, like dancing with Jennifer Lopez. Of course. You're just like, this is truly crazy.
Exactly.
Truly, truly crazy. Well, let's talk about this MISTR party, because I had all the FOMO in the world. Like watching this party.
You didn't go?
No. I forget where I was, but I was in West Hollywood.
You could have crashed the party.
I know. But I just was like, I was dressed as a boy. I was dressed as like plain boy.
It don't matter.
Like not like.
Well, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I'm sure. But that's also what's kind of crazy about, like, back to Local Girl and like all of that, is like these stages that we perform on like a Monday night, a Tuesday, like the stage that I'm about to go perform on, like, Lil Nas X has been there, like JoJo Siwa, Meredith Marks was just there. Like it's so wild that we have this like fame that is like within reach,
Exactly.
And
you're like, I just performed at that bar.
Yeah.
And now it's closed for a private event for Lil Nas.
Exactly. Exactly. It's so just sort of disorienting to be like, oh, you mean Dua Lipa was just on?
I know. I was so upset because I love Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
I love Dua Lipa.
And it was a surprise, right? Or like they kept that
I had
wraps.
no idea she was there until I saw someone post them, and I was like, sister, is Dua Lipa there? They're like, yeah, she's about to perform. I'm like, I was like, what? I was at a gig in Long Beach, so I was like,
so there was no way.
There's no way. I was like, oh my god, I love Dua Lipa.
I know.
I love her.
I know.
You know why I love her?
Tell me.
Because remember when she did that viral video of her not being able to dance?
Yes.
And everyone like lived
shaded
for
her.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and then she recreated it.
And then she did it, but then she said, "I'm gonna show y'all," and now she, she's dancing.
She's dancing. And to me, like, that really is proof that, like, I feel that way with drag too. We were talking a little bit before the podcast of like, I have had a journey with my makeup, and like, it doesn't matter if you're good. It matters if you keep doing it. Yes. Because you'll get better. Yes, whatever it is.
It's all trial and error.
Whatever it is.
All
like,
trial and
as
error.
long as you just like want to do it.
Yes.
You want to keep doing it. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
When you stop wanting it, then fine, you can stop. But
there are certain queens that that aren't the best at makeup, but they're the most amazing performer. And it's like it goes vice versa, but it's like it just shows that we at the end of the day, we're here to entertain. You know, we're trying to like just have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was telling you earlier, the makeup part for me is my favorite thing because if you look at me as a boy and then you look at me as Marta, like it's two different people, and people sometimes don't recognize me when I'm out of drag after the gig, and they're like, wait.
I know. Like, yeah, you really are one of the craziest for sure.
But yeah, Mr. Party, like I can't believe you didn't crash it. You should have.
I know. Well, I'm back to the makeup thing real quick.
Yeah.
Emmy nominated.
Oh yes.
Let's wake that up.
Emmy nominated
for Eastsiders doing makeup.
Yes, my own makeup, and that's what it is.
Makeup.
And my name, Marta Beatchu, is nominated.
Marta Beatchu. Yes. I love that.
So
I love that too because Britney Shields is the first drag queen to be on the Groundling stage.
Oh, see,
so and I you know, obviously they've been doing drag and like lots of people have done drag before, you know, but like for Britney Shields to be the first, I'm like,
yeah, and I take pride in that. And you know, sometimes I forget, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, you know, it was just nominated. But like, who can say that your name was nominated for something?
It's
like,
a big deal.
It is, and I forget that, you know, and you would think that would give me an ego or something like, oh, I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. I got nominated. That doesn't do it for me. Like, you know, there are days that I do my makeup and I'm like, I hate it. And I'm like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but you know what? No one can take that away from me, that my name was nominated for an Emmy. Like, I didn't win, but I was still nominated.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of people can say that.
No. And it's sort of like, I mean, you just carry it with you confidence wise. I feel like, you know, I think that back to, you know, when people talk in the community, you can just kind of dust it off and be like, keep talking.
Yeah.
You know, like keep talking because I've got this win. Like nobody can ever take that nomination away from you. You know,
it's just like people can keep talking. You know what? I'm so glad that I live rent-free in your mind.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes.
Or
so thank you.
Chew.
Thank you. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to get to our it girls who got away.
Okay.
So we're going to time each other. We're gonna have 1 minute to pitch our it girl who got away. Let me hold on.
And just so it can be anyone, anything, like whatever.
It can be anyone, anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, a girl, a female. It can be, you know, a trend that you miss or you know, a story or an album or anything like that. But we are going to campaign for this girl. Give it like 1 minute. And do you want to time me first?
Yeah, I'll time you first.
Perfect.
All right. So I will.
And just tell, like, as you're going, just say 15 seconds. Like when I'm getting down, like close to the wire.
Your time starts now.
My it girl who is getting away is Fangirl Cafe down the street on Havenhurst on Santa Monica Boulevard. It is the cutest coffee shop. It is female owned, queer operated. Well, okay, which I think is a great way of saying it for that business. But it's like, it is so cute. Like the owner there takes all the photographs of all these like famous pop artists and female musicians. They're everywhere. They play music videos all day long. They've got the cutest furniture. I love all of the like drinks that they have that are based on like songs and stuff like that. I personally get the lavender haze. They are having a fundraiser this Saturday, October 17th, to raise funds to save the cafe. Pterodactyl is performing Hitchcock Blonde. So be sure to go and check it out, and please support this local business. It is one of my favorite coffee shops to work out of. You can see local artists and just go and check it out. Yay!
Yes, slay. Yeah, I've heard about Fangirl Cafe.
It's really, really cute. Yes. It's so cute. And the owners are so lovely. And
lavender haze, what's in it?
Lavender haze, lavender. It's like a vanilla latte.
Okay.
Kind of, but like with like lavender in it. So it's got like that just like sort of hint of something else. Like just like a little, you know, it makes me feel fancy. You know, like I feel like when you're a girl, you just like the little fanciness of life.
The fantasy.
You know,
you're feeling the fantasy.
Just like something a little extra to make things special. I feel like it's very feminine. It's a very feminine thing.
Okay.
So yeah, please go check it out.
Go. Support.
All businesses are like struggling right now, but like this is one I do not want to lose. Right. So please go check it out.
Yes.
Marta Beatchu, are you ready?
Okay.
I love it. Okay,
Okay.
so your minute, Marta Beatchu. Your it girl who got away starts now.
Oh my God. So my it girl that got away, or it's not really getting away, but it's Crocs. I even brought this as props.
God, yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I saw these on the TikTok shop and they were going crazy. It was sold out. I found a way to get them. And look, rain boots, it's gonna rain. I just think, I know that a lot of people hate Crocs. I hated them. But they're so comfortable. And what it is about Crocs is that it started off as like that ugly shoe. Like everyone still thinks of it as an ugly
30
shoe.
seconds.
But they've done so much. Like they've done like these big tote bags. They've done I have a fanny pack that I use now, but everything's Crocs. Like I just got these Powerpuff Girl Crocs, a Blossom that my sister got me for my birthday. And I just think that they're amazing. Like you need to buy them. They're addicting. I'm addicted to getting Crocs. I mean, I got yellow rain boots. Yeah. Like, what else can you do?
5 seconds.
Yeah. Crocs.
Work. And that is 1 minute. Crocs. I love it. We
gotta give it up to Crocs. I mean, with all the collabs that they're doing with so many artists and so many brands and high fashion, in the high fashion industry, like I know people don't like them.
Sure. I've never personally owned a pair of Crocs.
You need to get one and your life will change.
Yeah. And speaking back to that fucking MISTR event, I feel like I saw some of the big drag queens wearing Crocs. Like Bianca Del Rio, I think, was wearing a pair of Crocs at some point during the night.
Yeah, I love Crocs. I mean, I don't wear them in drag. No shade.
Yeah.
But no shade, but they're my go-tos. Like I love it. I love Crocs. I mean, come on.
Come on. Look at that.
Look at these rain boots. Rain boots.
Girl, you live in Los Angeles.
I know.
When are you going to
Exactly. But see, they got me. They put this up on the shop and I was like, I need to get them. And then as soon as it was in my cart, it was like all sold out. So I had to go this way, that way to get them.
Oh my God.
See, they got me.
They got you, girl.
They got me.
They got you.
They got you,
girl.
Oh, wait, you know what? I have a gift for you.
No, you don't.
Yes,
do you really?
I do.
Okay, what is it?
Just imagine I give you
just hands me the yellow
So
Crocs.
Not many people have this.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm
some
so
people
excited.
do. It's like limited edition because I didn't make any more. So it's my merch. So I don't know if you're aware, like I did this merch thing a few years ago, and then I kept a few of the things that they sent me. And so you get a sticker and a keychain. I don't even know some of my closest sisters have them.
This is so cute.
So yeah, so
the llama.
Yes, but the llama's dressed in an outfit that I took a photo with for my Peruvian outfit that I did for.
This is so cute. Thank you so much.
Because I just it was like my way to give my heritage, like Peru, like Marta Beatchu.
I know we really didn't get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a part of who I am.
Absolutely.
It's just, everyone is a Latina queen and everything, and like they're either from like Mexico or Puerto Rico, but like I'm from South America. I'm like, well, my parents are from South America, Peru, born and raised. Okay. So it was just the llama, like in my outfit. That is me in drag. That is me. So they're wearing the outfit that I have. I have that outfit. I hope you know that. I love
this. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That is so sweet.
I was like, wait, I want to give you something. I was like, so all my sisters who do not have this, I apologize, but
get a podcast.
Yeah. Imagine they're like they all start podcasts.
Yeah.
They're like,
no, listen, I mean, I said this a lot on season 1. I think every drag queen should have a podcast. Yes. I think that with the Trevor line being shut down and with so many resources for LGBTQ people being shut down, I think it is so important for us to be visible. I think it is so important for every voice to be shared. I am not in competition with any of my sisters. I am in competition with myself. Yeah, so, please get out there. I highly encourage you any way I can help you to let me know. Because
I think it's just great. Like you're here and you have your own opinions and your own thoughts, and it's fun to have a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
And whether we do it in drag or out of drag or off camera, on camera, there's always a conversation to have.
Yeah.
And regardless of what it is, it's not always about be like, oh, this is the latest thing I'm doing. This, it's not all about work all the time. It's not like I just did this gig, I did this gig, I'm busy. It's like, hey, let me get to know you, and this is a great way to get to know each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Because you're not just talking about like drag, you're talking about everything. Everything.
Well, and I also really feel like, drag queens are some of the most marginalized people,
Right.
and like we are the source of so much culture.
Yes.
And we know what the opinions are on the ground. We know what songs hit with an audience.
Yes.
Like, why not talk to those people?
Yeah.
Like,
and we influence a lot of pop culture.
Absolutely. I feel like we're really like the heartbeat.
Like you saw that thing with Kylie Jenner when she's like dressed, like they covered her all in like silver body paint. So it's kind of like Lexi Love's promo.
Oh.
So they were comparing it to that. They're like, oh, pop culture takes a lot from us.
Yeah. No, I did see with Sabrina Carpenter, speaking of your girl,
I love her.
How Courtney Act actually had done that photo shoot of shaving her face.
Yes.
And then Sabrina also did that same photo shoot with almost like the same lighting, same coloring, everything. Right.
But it was also
very interesting.
But to preface that, and I could be wrong, but there was a model who did that before, like way long ago.
Yeah.
So it was just like everything.
It's
like we're not reinventing the wheel here. Like
same with It Girl. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Like the It Girl has been something that has been talked about for a long time. This is not my I didn't create the It Girl. I am not the I am an It Girl, but so is like everybody else,
Yeah, this podcast is an It Girl itself because it's something that we all talk about.
Yeah.
It Girl is someone that you talk about.
Yeah.
And this is where you get to express the dialogue that we have is the It Girl of the podcast. Because it is what we're talking about. It's not us. Mm-hmm. It is what we're discussing.
Exactly.
Like it is on a level, on a different level, like a deeper level where we're like getting to know each other and also like talk about these things that are important and that's coming up in our lives, time feed, whatever it is that it's relevant.
Exactly.
And important.
Exactly.
And that's the importance about.
Thank you for saying that.
No, of course.
You really put that so succinctly, and that really it's so cool because like that was my intention, and I love that you like.
I think that's what it is. I think people need to be aware that we don't reinvent things. We're not like, I wasn't the first to wear like this outfit or get these Crocs. Yeah. It's just something that I happen to get or obtain. It's just like, I just incorporate it into my life.
Totally.
And like, that's just like with this podcast, you are allowing your friends, people that you know, or people that you want to get to know, you're welcoming them into this seat. Mm-hmm. Using their voice to speak whatever comes out.
Yeah.
Unedited.
So
if we make a mistake, we make a mistake. Yeah. If not, it's there's no like, beauty filter, no like cuts, no like whatever. It is what it is. And that's what people, I think the younger generation forget. It's about having conversation and dialogue and interacting. Yeah. We're all focused on our phones and everything that we forget how to communicate with people in real life.
Exactly. Well, and that's my other thing is I really feel like pop culture is the language that we share with strangers.
Yes.
Because we all see these things. We all know about these things, but like, are we talking to each other or are we just reading a bunch of opinions from strangers?
Right.
What do we actually think, like face to face?
We're having a discussion. Yeah. And that's the best thing that you can offer to the listener or the viewers is these discussions that need to be had.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for saying that.
No, I love it.
Thank you.
Britney Shields, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. No, thank you so much for coming on the pod. And where can we find you online or, on the streets or wherever?
On the streets? You're crazy. I mean, you can find me on all social medias at Marta Beatchu. Okay. There's a bunch of shows. There's not anything in particular that I'm like working on.
You're always out there. You really do just have to follow your social media because it's
because I'm like
it's impossible to keep up.
I'm just all over.
Yeah.
I'm not here set in stone like in one place. I'm just everywhere. And if there happens to be something that's like huge that I want everyone to come to, like I just post everything on my social media.
Yeah.
I'm just like, here, come support, and I guess support all the girls too. Like, I'm going to come see your show. I'm
excited. Let's see how it is. Because next week, we're going to have the winner of the Real Life Girls of West Hollywood on the podcast.
So they get announced. The winner gets announced today, and they're like, you're on our podcast. Okay,
Yeah, and
well,
so
you
they'll be
know,
on the podcast next week. So
see,
we're about to head there now.
yeah,
I'm so excited to see how it turns out. Make sure to like and subscribe to this podcast. You can
yes,
follow me on at It's Britney Shields to see what I've got going on. And please let me know in the comments, like, who did we miss? Who is in the culture right now that's, being talked about that we need to talk more about?
yes.
Because as we know, as an it girl, conversation is currency. We'll see you next week. Yay!
Yay!
Oh my gosh, that was
Oh
so
my God. Okay,
good.
y'all.